Hi everyone, this is the video for Pisces Rising. So Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune, and it's also co-ruled by the planet Jupiter. It's a mutable sign and it's a water sign. So people with Pisces Rising tend to be individuals with a soft exterior. It's very open energy, it's very flowing, and it's emotional and sensitive, and it's also quite psychic naturally. People with Pisces Rising can pick up on energies in the atmosphere very easily, and they usually get vibes on people. Sometimes the energies or the vibes that they get can be confused, or because Neptune, Pisces energy, it can be a foggy kind of energy. It can sometimes lack clarity. So sometimes they're correctly picking up on energies, and other times they're confusing their own emotions with the emotions of others, and it's about the boundaries being blurred and there not being clear boundaries, with Pisces and Neptune. So in terms of the physical appearance, people with Pisces Rising have quite large eyes. There's usually something about the eyes that gives them a kind of sleepy look, or alternatively, if it's not a sleepy look, they can have like a glassy kind of watery look. Sometimes as if there's tears just waiting to sort of come out. It's almost like they've been underwater. The eyes always have this sort of glassy or very kind of large eyes, glassy or sleepy looking. People with Pisces Rising can also struggle with their energy levels. They may sometimes be quite energized, and other times they feel really drained. They can be drained because they're picking up on energies from other people. As I said before, the boundaries between themselves and others can be blurred. So and they're very giving people as well, so they might get taken advantage of, and they might get drained for that reason. They tend to be preoccupied with other people a lot, or analyzing others, and this can be a good thing if it works for them in terms of their work or their field of work. There might be counselors or people that are helping others, or there's a sense of sacrificing their own ego for the needs of other people. So this is counseling work, work in the community, anything like volunteer work, that sort of thing, is something where they're working behind the scenes, and they're definitely not going to be someone that's a real trailblazer or a leader in a big way. They're more someone that's going to work behind the scenes, get a lot done behind the scenes, and make an impact when it comes to sacrificing themselves in a way. And when I say that, I mean sacrificing their ego's needs for attention. It's going to be, it's not like a Leo rising that wants to be in the spotlight. It's more the need to be of service and help other people in a way that helps other people feel uplifted from difficulties and things like that. They're very caring, sensitive and giving and open, so they definitely want to help other people in some way. They also can have a creative streak, so anything to do with music, the arts, creativity. They might have an ability there, but sometimes with Pisces Rising there's a lack of confidence in the self, so they might start things and not finish them, or they might lack consistency in application, things like that. But you have to look at the rest of the chart to see where some kind of discipline comes in to the chart to help them, to push them onwards, and so that they don't give up easily. Sometimes when Pisces is rising, the person has a preoccupation with health issues, or it can be hypochondria, or it can be not hypochondria, but that there is some kind of health issue that is hard to detect or is mysterious in some way, and it might be something that is very hard for doctors to even pinpoint what it is. It could have really strange symptoms to it, all sorts of symptoms. So with Pisces Rising, there's, because Virgo's on the descendant, they can tend to project issues also onto other people. So they may be gossipy or critical of their partner as well, or critical or analytical towards other people. So they might be good at analysing other people, they might be good with that, but they have a tendency to avoid wanting to look at themselves in a really deep and honest way. So sometimes there's a deceptiveness with Pisces rising, and it's not always trying to deceive other people, it's a self-deception. But they're not all liars or all deceptive, but that's just an aspect of how it can manifest for some people. So what else? They can sometimes have a problem with the feet as well, or there can be an obsession with shoes, for women especially. And there can also be an interest in something glamorous, so like photography, or being glamorous, or projecting a personality that is almost made up in a way. So they might like to act or put on an act, or they might also be the type of person that changes the way they behave in front of different people. So they might be one way with their spouse, they might completely change the way they talk with the next door neighbour, people at work, friends. They might have different aspects of themselves that come out with these different people. It doesn't mean that they are being fake, it just means that really what it means to me, my experience with Pisces rising people, is that they are so sensitive to other people and other people's needs and other people's aura, that they can sense what that person needs, and they can bring out that part of themselves to fit that experience, with whether it's chatting to the other person, relating, whatever it is. So they can have trouble finding a vocation in life, or finding a path in life sometimes, because of that confusion of the Piscean Neptunian energy. They're usually pretty passive people. They're usually pacifists. Again, it depends on the rest of the charts. If they've got Moon in Aries, Mars in Aries, or I don't know, I'm just throwing things out there. If they have a lot of fiery energy, aside from that rising sign, or strong Scorpio, they might have, an aggressive streak that can come out. But, generally Pisces rising is not someone looking for a fight. They're not someone that likes to even have trouble. They prefer to kind of be under the radar and just be doing things behind the scenes in some form. Maybe in a hidden way. They can be evasive or elusive and be hard to pin down. So if you have an issue with them or a problem, they might be hard to get an answer out of as to what's bothering them. What else? I'm just thinking, is there anything else? They have to be careful with addictions and escapism, wanting to escape reality. So alcohol, not facing reality, putting up with negative experiences, to an extreme. So maybe being treated not well in a relationship and not trying to improve the situation, or just kind of putting up with, difficulties from people and not knowing how to deal with that, maybe opting out through escapism or through their creativity. So they're capable of being very creative, and that would be a good outlet for someone with Pisces rising. And also the compassion. They're very compassionate people, and they're very understanding people, because it's almost like if anyone is suffering, they find that really, really sad and really hard to deal with, more so than a lot of other signs. It really affects them on a deep emotional level. So that's pretty much all I can think of with the Pisces rising. If you're a Pisces rising and you'd like to comment, please do. And this is the last video in my rising sign series. So if anyone has any ideas for other astrology videos that you'd like to know about, so for example, transits, or aspects, or anything else, just let me know. Send me a message or post under the video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for your feedback. Bye.